Is it okay like this?
Bros, don't worry again. We are okay. My people, I salute you now. This one another Wednesday. Wherever now from the watch me from, if not for morning time, good morning. If not for afternoon, good afternoon. And if not for evening, make una good evening. And as usual, if not for night, make you never go sleep. Just buy the popcorn where you buy from work, come and Coca-Cola, you know, a glass of beer or wine. Maybe just relax so that we will fit discuss together. This is another episode, another interesting one. Now we bring to Una and make Una not forget, say who is talking to you now. Reduce JP, and we're there for Megapoint Studio for the city of Turin, for Italy. That is how we do it. And as usual, again, I'll let me day today. You know, my other G's not there around because of their own, work schedules. You know, that's the being in Europe with day. So today, now let me come handle the matter. I'm going to come talk about politics, and we've been aware how things they go all this while for Nigeria, and we've been aware of how the president they travel, go to resolve issues across the globe, and we're aware too about the internal politics for every state for Nigeria. Especially the always still they happen for the state where we do conversant with sometimes we be at those state. And the court wahala where don't dig ground, all over the place. They change so many House of representative people because of say the case can't go court, can't favor them. There are so many things to talk about. But however, we will narrow our conversation today to talking to somebody where be politician to where know what's up, where know what they happen in terms of politics. Although they stable for Nigeria, but antenna they reach. Nigeria and telescope they reach, they know what they solve for them. So we can need to come talk to them, make we hear from your own perspective some kind small things where we feel say you see they disturb us. And most of us were there for for the diaspora with our own idea to what we say. So if we ask this kind of person to inject value, we talk about how things are supposed to work out so that Nigeria will be a better society. And especially for those states where we say we don't get so many issues to talk about, So the governor, in deputy, and so many other things, insecurity, economic problems, crisis in those states, and etc. So now this kind of things I will discuss this evening. Make una sit back, make una enjoy with us. And the person where I get today now politician too, and still be expert for security. In name now Prince Martin Sadoh. We go bring him up very quickly, make it greet us before we go market. He go introduce himself proper. Then as soon as we come back from market, then we'll set the ball rolling. So make una just sit back, make una join us. So you are welcome to JPLIVE, Honorable Martin Sadoh. So a very quick one. I salute you for taking your time, make you come to discuss with us this evening. And as you know, now JPLIVE we from the talk to you. So we not be stranger. We don't know ourselves because we don't first get involved for one or two things where concern politics. Now from there I think no say you be somebody where you get that capacity where we fit talk to, and that is why you are here this evening. So just tell our people who you are and a very quick introduction on a lighter note. Thank you.
Well, good evening, my people. My name is Prince Martin Sadoh. I'm an international security expert. I work with a private military company, precisely Chamelon Security Company, an Israeli-owned security company. So we are into the protection of critical infrastructures. So we protect shipping, airlines, ships that are carrying oils from Africa to Europe. And at the same time, I'm a fellow at the University of Leiden at the Institute of Security and Global Affairs. So, and at the same time, I'm a seasoned politician in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. You don't ever try to contest for election before in any way?
Yes, I've run for two positions. First, I ran for local government chairman. That was in 2007 when I was in PDP. And 2019 also I ran for House of Rep at the primaries level. So I had to step down for a brother of mine who is currently a member in the National Assembly.
Okay, thank you very much, my people. We don't hear from him. It's Honorable. May I add that one, John? Honorable Prince Martin Sadoh, and he don't tell you now. Won't be saying a security expert, and you know see so many things that happen about insecurity for Nigeria. So this one are some of the discussions we will ask, and the present situation, and who the cap fit for the next, for the next election when come become the governor of Edo State. Now this kind of issue now we'll discuss about. Of course, too, we go ask him, what do you see about the election where it happened and the court case where it can still follow thereafter for the presidential position. So, however, my people, with the go market, when we come back, as soon as we finish, we set the ball rolling, then we begin to ask some questions. We'll be satisfied today. I beg, if you are not on our reach us today, make una call 327-237-8174. Our WhatsApp, if you are not calling from Italy, of course, you go ask 0039. Now, our hotline be that. And make una not forget to remember your sincerely reduced JP and a day for Mega Point Studio. So, Prince Sadoh will be back again. Make we go buy something for market. Thank you.
Are you looking for a professional sound equipment? Do you desire durable accessories? Are you looking for a professional audio and visual studio? Then worry no more. At Mega Point, we have in stock professional and durable speakers, piano, microphones, combos, electric and bass guitars, mixer, drums, percussions and accessories. We also offer the best in musical video production, event coverage, photography and many more. Locate us now at Mega Point Conglomerate, Via Stradella, 229 and 2318, Torino, Italy. Call us on +390-1120-3422. Email us on megapointtv@gmail.com. You can also visit our website at www.megapointtv.com.
And of course, you welcome back. And my mic will say off before now, put them back again. We don't let you know who we want to talk to this evening. His name Prince Martin Sadoh, my politician say they live for the Netherlands. We want to talk to them today in view of so many things where they affect us for Nigeria, especially for the area of politics. And so my people, make una sit back, make una listen to us, make una join us for this conversation, make una ask questions, make una send messages. And our team members are there. We want to appreciate una for our concern, and we are trying to improve, and we know so that we appreciate the work where we do. Though we don't see chance if they come on time, every time it's supposed to be, so that we give una updates. But I know so that they try to click to other places. But however, let us keep this evening as solid as it is, and so that anytime we come on board, will join us so that we'll get robust conversation. Our support is very important to us. We need to hear from us so that we'll be informed. So thank you very much, my people. Now, right away, engineer, bring on board our guest so that we'll start the conversation proper. Yeah, Mr. Martins, Prince, you hear me? Yeah, engineer, he said he's not to hear me. Yeah, are you hearing me? Not at all? Hello? That must be from your side. Eh? Did you mute yourself? Mute. Remove me from mute. Are you with us? Hello? You said? Let us see again. My people, make we hold on. Part of this is how it works. Make a quick send a message, say make him remove me from mute. So that we can, start proper. Yeah, remove. Okay, let me talk to him directly since time. Bro, remove me from mute. If like say you mute me. You mute me, so I know they hear you again. Check what you take the talk, whether on your laptop. Unmute me.
No, it's not my laptop because if I play music, if I play music, make you hear now.
Yeah, but right now we're talking. Hold on, cue the music. What did you say, engineer?
Okay, we're hearing now. I'm hearing now.
Okay, you are hearing now. Okay, all right. Okay, let's go. So my people, I agree to now. And I know as they be now say technology now one kind of funny thing. Anything happen at all, the thing don't jogodo. But meanwhile, as we say, we get experts with the few rectify them very quickly, and we bounce back again to continue our conversation. So make una pardon us for the small thing will happen. So anyway. Prince, you are welcome to JPLIVE once more again, and make it quick. You don't first introduce yourself, and we are glad to have you on JPLIVE today. So you say you are a politician. How active are you in politics? You don't first also you don't contest before, but now how active are you now that you're in the Netherlands? How you take the operate?
Actually, currently I'm not in the Netherlands. I work in the Sahel. I'm currently working in Africa, in Mali, precisely. So I go to Nigeria very often. That we are bordering with Nigeria. Mali is bordering with Nigeria, kind of. So it takes me just like 2-3 hours, and then I will be in Borno, from Borno to Abuja. So I go very often to Nigeria. Even during the election, I was in Nigeria throughout. So I'm fully on ground.
Yeah. Okay. So how is your participation politically as of today?
Yeah, I've always been a politician right from time, born into a political family, and I've always kept, my, activeness in politics, because we cannot leave governance in the hands of those people who are incompetent. So right from time, I've always been in politics, and I go home. I also played a very, crucial role during the presidential election. I was on ground, so I think I can say that I'm seasoned.
Okay. Anyway, this one will take us to the next conversation now, because you don't let us know, and our teaming fans out there, that you are still active politically, because I thought you were in the Netherlands right now, but now you say you are very close to Nigeria, in Mali, doing your work, and thank you for, creating that time to talk to us today. And if you look at what happened for the last general election, Prince, you go see say party affiliation not gonna be that kind of serious matter again. And from your explanation, you are a party man. So if you are a party man, do you think say that one they send the message again politically, considering what happened for the last presidential election?
Yeah, it depends on your definition of being a party man. I think that I joined APC because of their programs. APC is a party that that I know that have the kind of programs that I want the government to do for the people. So, and when you talk about politics, you talk about political ideology. What is the ideology of your party? So I'm a strong APC man because it's a progressive party, and it's a party that wants to come close to the grassroots, to the people. So I think that the past election, also did not, make any difference. Although there was a movement of the obedience, which they were using to kind of trying to see that they will seat APC. But you can see, even with that movement and all the things they did, you saw it that APC won. So I'm fully, dedicated to my party, and I believe in the program of the party, and I know that the party is going to deliver to the Nigerian people in the near future.
Yeah, so if actually we talk about the electorate now, you see most of them, if you look at the last election and the noise where followed the campaign, you see that most people from different political parties came under one umbrella of that obedience to begin the speak about how things should be. You're not sure say that one will get effect subsequently or going forward politically in Nigeria, or it never changed the political terrain in Nigeria?
I don't really think, because it has always been like that. When the mood of the citizen is changing, especially if the party in power is not doing according to their expectations. If you recall, in 2015, we had the same movement, against PDP, and that was when the new PDP and ACN, CPC came together to make sure that they unseat the government of PDP. So what actually happened in 2022 is not different. In 2015, we were all involved because we saw the rate of insecurity, the adoption of the keyboard girls, and so many things, impunity, by some certain members of the party. So, and then we started the movement of Occupy Nigeria. So, and 3 days we were all in Lagos, block everywhere. There were protests, industrial arrest, and what have you. And that actually led to how APC came to government. So the same thing wanted to repeat itself, but because of the popularity of APC, and also based on the pedigree of our presidential candidates, you saw all what they did. They even changed the naira, and did all sorts of things. So, but still, because God was with him, and at the same time, some of us who believed in the party, so we joined hands together, and we saw the result of the election. So we won. So I don't really actually think that it's a new thing. Only that they make this other dispensation more ethnocentric. People were more thinking alongside with the tribes. So I think that is the only difference, and I think that APC is on track. We have won the election. They have lost the tribunal, and even if they go to the Supreme Court, they will still lose because they don't have evidence.
Yeah, but the hue and cry of the people, we say, the election was mad with electoral malpractice, and it was actually fundamentally rigged. So what do you have to say about that? Because you can hear from so many people in the social media space is agog with information. Say the election was not. It was very, very unusual. So what's your take on that?
Well, basically, I sympathize with them for how they feel, but of course you cannot change the way people feel and the way people think. I think that when you talk about irregularities, why are they not talking about irregularities in the polling unit that they won? So if they win, there was no election irregularity, but if they lose, there is still irregularity. Come on, I mean, the election has come and passed. Let's, put the election away and put sentiment away, join hands together, work with the current government and try and see what the government will do. Because the government have so many plans, long-term plans, short-term plans, that, if we support the current government, within the shortest, space of time, we are going to start to see, the result of what the president is doing.
Yeah, actually, Honorable Prince Martins, you belong to the APC, and of course, there's no way you will fit to speak ill, or talk ill of the political party. So we are aware of that. But however, there are some irrefragable evidence when people they come out to take they support their claim about how some of the things happened, what happened. You were not there on ground. And this complaint, unfortunately, they went to court, and the party or the person they will bring up the case not confit, standing ground. But does that actually undermine the fact that any irregularity not happen? I'm repeating the question, rephrased again.
Irregularity depends on the perspective in which we are making our own definition. I think that being coming from a third world country, we have evolved to this certain level. At least the PVC and all the latest development that ANEC tried to use to make the election free and fair. So, like I said, irregularities, you have to bring a proof. You have to show proof. The courts are there. So if you look at the election tribunal, the judgment, if you look at the judgment very well, the presidential candidate of both party, his most respected Peter Obi and Atiku, did not say that what the judgment say was false. Because if you say irregularity, what is your definition of irregularity? Because irregularity is a broad word, but the perspective in that irregularity is what is important. So now the election was conducted. So INEC said that they had issue with uploading online. So they are the body that is responsible in conducting the election, and they have just said this is what they have. So if there is anything other than the INEC decision, then bring proof. It is not just as saying that there was irregularity without proof. The court is there, and even the pressure on the court, all hands on judiciary. People trying to compel the courts to do something different. I think we should allow this matter to rest, or if they are not satisfied, let them go to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court will still have a judgment.
So anyway, irrespective of say they not get proof, nothing to show at the end of the day for the appeal court, I used to encourage that they should go to court. They should go to the Supreme Court and still actually seek redress because they feel say they win the election. What do you think is going to happen eventually, or what will they perceive if this matter goes to Supreme Court? These small petty arguments where they bring, say the appeal courts, they didn't do the right thing. You sure say the upper court will take a different opinion about the appeal judgment?
You see, the court, works on grounds. The courts are not just like we, laymen. There are grounds where, when those elements are in any case, the courts, will take decision based on those grounds. Let me give you an example. It's just like somebody coming from a war country where there is war, for example, in South Sudan and Sudan where they are fighting. So you escape from there and then you come to Germany. And then you go to the foreign police in Germany to say, well, I'm coming from Sudan. Okay, they say, welcome, So what is driving you? You say there's a war in my country. They say, okay, we know there's a war in your country. Everybody sees it. But you have not said, that there's any ground, because within the framework of law that can, grant you an asylum, there are elements of things that you have to mention. For example, that, the war has made you lost your home, and the war has made you, lost your work, and then with proof. So when they go through this proof, and then they see they can grant you, a political asylum. But when you say you are from Sudan, okay, because you hear they were throwing bombs, you ran away, so you are here. They will tell you, okay, there are still people living in Sudan. So does it mean that everybody in Sudan has to come and ask for political asylum? So there are grounds, in the law jurisprudence. If, I was actually shocked when I heard that judgment, because I thought that the noise they were making about election irregularity, they have collated, videos, they have collated, evidences to put before the learned men and the judges, which the judges have to go through and then see, okay, usually this is how election is conducted, but this one was not conducted like that. But you are just shouting of irregularity. What is the irregularity? So I think that is what the Supreme Court is also going to look at. Where I believe that they have lost is because you cannot change your story from a lower court and then you go to upper court and change the story. Definitely, they are still going to work within the framework of what they have presented before the tribunal. And at the Supreme Court, that is the highest level of jurisprudence in Nigeria. They will also look at those evidences and then they will pass their judgment. If they are lucky that the Supreme Court say, well, they won, then let it be. We will all support them. I will support them because for me, I am not a politician, that is, getting so that hard on, who takes the leadership of the country. I just want peace to be in Nigeria. I want the right people to do the right thing so that those people that are suffering in Nigeria, at least we can also breathe.
Yeah, Honorable Prince, thank you very much. And this one takes us to the next phase of our conversation. Before we go back home to Edo State, make I quickly ask you this one. People they talk say, for example, like ex-governor His Excellency Nyesom Wike, na PDP day in a Congo day for government as a minister of the FCT. This one, the greasy palm, or I be the government actually, from your own opinion, actually want to do a government of of inclusion. Say everybody can come on board to come and make Nigeria great. What is your take on this?
Of course, Tinubu said it even in his campaign that he want to unify Nigeria. He want to bring everybody on board. Tinubu want to work with people who has capacity. He want to work with experts. Of course, Wike, in his own as a governor, did a lot of development in River State. So, and then he supported our party because he saw light in APC than in Labour Party.
Why didn't he resign and come to APC?
Sorry?
I said, why didn't he resign from PDP and come to APC?
How can we, decide for a man? Wike is a grown-up man.
Yeah.
So if he decide to change his political party today, let it be. So nobody can, decide for him. He is the only person who can decide whether he wants to remain in PDP or he wants to come to APC.
Okay. Anyway, as like I said before, say let's make a narrow our conversation now to Edo State, because now there be the area actually where we want to center our conversation, asking you some of the critical questions where they affect Edo State, and that one is that Edo citizens, Edo State citizens, they happy for the people where they handle, the administration of Edo State as at today. That is to say, the government of PDP under the leadership of Mr. Godwin Nowegase Obaseki. And, many people say things don't go well and they are not satisfied with the way things are. So my question is, how you feel about it? And it's Edo actually safe now? It's Edo actually at peace? It's Edo actually the Edo where everybody wants to make it be like? Or, from your own point of view, what do you see for Edo State? Are you satisfied?
Of course not. Who will be satisfied with this government that Obaseki, is piloting, 8 years ago? Nobody. But still, when he did 4 years, we saw it that he was not on the right path. That was why we all came around. We supported Pastor Osage Ezeyamu, to assist him so that he can, go on with the program of APC. I supported the pastor myself, because I know that those people were suffering, and my family are there. I have, a company in Nigeria, so I saw everything that was happening. So we didn't have confidence in him. He was always signing MOU. And we draw an alarm to say this man doesn't know what he's doing. Let us change him. But the same Edo people said no. So they voted for him. So I am happy that they have seen that they actually made a mistake. So mistakes are human. We have done it. And I'm sure that everybody's eyes are very clear now. So in this next dispensation, we'll be able to do the right thing.
Which area you feel say you get dissatisfaction? Which area actually for the government? Insecurity, the economic situation, education, health, infrastructural development. Which area are you from? You say you really frown at. You are a security expert too. Can you tell us something?
All areas, in all areas. Look at Edo. You are from Edo, my senior brother. Yeah. You are from there. You saw what Oshomole did. And then you saw the state of Edo when he handed over to Obaseki. Look, where will I start from? Security, for example. I single-handedly, went to Nigeria. I went from Mali, and then, I, worked with some of our brothers in the diaspora. We put money together to train vigilante. So we trained them, in Edo North. So, and then we train about 350 men, we give them, enough training, tactical training, intelligence training, and all the rest. And to complement the government security agencies. And in between it, even when Obaseki came to Edo North, he saw the the security, the vigilante that we trained. He was very happy. So and then he asked them, who did this thing? Because he saw how disciplined they were. And they said it was me. So and then he asked somebody to contact me, and the person called, and then we had some discussions. I went to Nigeria. I gave them a blueprint. I told them everything. So and then that was when it ended. So you can see that today you cannot travel from Benin to Auchi once it's 6 o'clock. You are just going to risk your life. And that is a state that I remember in 2010, 11, and up to 13. I used to stay in Benin till 8 o'clock, and only me one I would enter my car. I would start to go to my village. The only thing I would see on the road is police. We never had those, kidnappers who come to the road and kidnap people. And if you also look at the educational sector, you go to the schools, all the promises he made, you see how the schools are dilapidated. You see, I went to a primary school in Esa, and then I saw children sitting on the ground. So in this 21st century, so it's a shame he has failed, and everybody has seen it. This is not something that
Yeah, but what about those that are saying that that he's finishing well? Where they from the see and from which lens are they saying things in those states, or they are not living there?
No, of course.
Anything you are saying is what you are saying is anything to go by. What do you think? Are they not there to see things for themselves?
They are there now. Let me take you for example. Let's look at Kim Jong-un, the supreme leader of North Korea. See upon how North Koreans are suffering, how their life has been, no freedom. But if he comes out, people clap for him. It's the same thing with Obaseki. Of course, some persons are in his payroll, and then what do you expect those people to say? But the thing is that everything is blurry. Even a child of 6 years will know that they're suffering in those states. Look at the roads. Look at even the erosion plan that Oshomole had, and all the intervention by the World Bank and all the rest. So he left them. So governance is incremental. That's why you see in Europe, no matter the party that comes to power, whether far right, left, you see, you never see a drastic change because you build, a small layer on top of the existing, order. That's incrementalism. So, you had a plan from Oshomole that you're supposed to build on, and then you left it, and then you are doing something, you are doing jabbering. So the man has brought Edo very, 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 very backward, and we need, a very serious mandate, politician to take over from him.
All right, okay. For the last election, you you participate actively and supported Pastor Sageze Yamo. And as at that time too, the ESA agenda was very loud on the side of the PDP. And Mr. Godwin Obaseki spoke eloquently, spoke so much about it that it was their turn and whatever, that after his exit, it was going to be the turn of the ESA brothers and sisters. So now, do you see that happening in PDP?
Well, I don't know who PDP, the candidate or the person they want to, project. So, but I think that, anybody that PDP want to project, let it be on, somebody who have merits, somebody who has the capacity, somebody, who is trained to do the job. Let it not be, he's a man, you just take he's a man, because, ethnicity is what is killing us in Africa as a whole. So, people believe, in tribal sentiments. Okay, if you put an Isaman, what about if the Isaman is not a politician, is not somebody, is not a technocrat? So it means for the next 8 years, because it's an Isaman, people should suffer. These are the things we have to, be, looking into. So we need to be careful about the people we give, responsibility to lead us, because that is key. Who is your leader is key. If the leadership is good, the rest will follow. So I think that PDP should think, more about, somebody who have capacity, somebody who have merit, somebody who's branded, somebody who have good pedigree, to take over from Obaseki, whether it's a Benin man, or it's an Isha man, or it's an Afema man. Let us, jettison ethnicity in politics.
Yeah, okay. This Esa agenda thing is something that is everywhere, especially from Edo Central. You see that they are really, concerned that yes, it's actually their turn. It is the same like a Miloko mantra, that it is our turn, our Lokon, or it is my turn. It's the same thing that is already radiating again now in Edo State, that okay, come 2024, it's the Esa brothers and sisters that will, climb the podium and become the governor of Edo State, irrespective of the fact that other political parties too will bring their own too from another party. But there's this message that it has to be an Isha man. And now that we are not talking to undermine ethnicity and etc., where do you position the people from Edo Central? How do you think they will feel? Won't they feel marginalized, within the context of a position or leadership in Edo State?
Well, it depends on, the level of people, we talk to. I have a lot of Esa friends. In fact, my sister is married to an Esa man. And Professor Osubo is a friend of mine. If you recall, when he was governor, I was a special advisor to him on security. My uncle, Barrister Sadoh, was the one he made the chairman of the party that, caused him problem. While Anene was fighting with him because Anene wanted Chief and OC Obi, and he wanted, Barrister Sadoh with my uncle. So we are close family friends. So, and I also know a lot of Esa people are great. They have great men and women. So, but the thing is, it depends on who you are speaking with. The people I speak with in Esa land, we talk on a daily basis, and some of them say, well, they are looking for somebody who will be governor and do something in Esa. Because, when Osubo was there, they said Osubo did not, do something for them. So I think that we should look at who leads us based on who is this person, what is the background of this person, what does he have to offer, instead of we talking about ethnicity. Look at Europe, for example. If you go to Belgium, the Belgian parliament, you have the French people, you have the Dutch people. They come together, they sit together, they deliberate on issues of national unity and issues that will benefit the country. And that's why you see Europe is striving. But Africa, we live with these ethnocentric ideas. We talk about the Fulani man, Ikwere man. We talk about the Fula, about the Tuareg, about the Kigali people and all the rest. That's why you see presidents in Africa, they stay for 40 years because it's from a certain particular tribe. So when are we going to get it right? I think the major problem we have is ethnicity and religion. We have to jettison these two institutions and see how we can do good things for our people. So I think that if anybody is in Esa who has that capacity, who has what it takes to be governor, let him come out and tell us what he's going to do. Anybody who can do something for, let him come, because I want development for our country. I want development, especially for Edo states. Let Edo move forward. Let people who knows what to do come and help, and build infrastructure, build schools, and do things so that we can have, a very normal society. People can have food to eat instead of looking at Esa Command or looking at the Benin man or looking at Esa man. This is my own personal opinion on this issue.
Yeah, we are aware that during the campaign too. Let's quickly talk this and go back and go straight to another interesting conversation. This issue of godfatherism. Do you see Obaseki as a godfather?
Well, I don't think so. For me, Obaseki is a governor, so of course, politics is a game of interest. You put people around you that that will not serve you. So I don't think that is a godfather.
The disaffection between the governor and the deputy governor, what is your take on it actually?
So what do you expect? These two people are serial betrayers. So if they are betraying themselves, it's karma. What goes around comes around. So we know that something was going to happen, but how we didn't know. So what is happening, we should expect such things to happen. Because what he did to Comrade and what Philip did and all the things in between, stabbing each other. So, I think that God is paying everybody back.
Do you see Comrade Adam Sali Oshomole and Obaseki coming together and using Shaibu as a bait?
Well, I cannot speak for Comrade Adam Oshomole or speak for the governor of Obaseki. They are grown-up men. If they feel that they want to come together, for their own personal interest to deal with Shaibu, so they are free to do what they want to do. But thinking for any of them is not what I am interested in. And I'm not even busy.
What would be the public opinion? What would be how would people feel after all that happened? Because the last time both of them were together, you don't say politics, no enemy, no friend. But however, bad belle day between them. But they saw them, they were smiling, and people they wonder, say, hope say not be Shaibu, they want to use as a bait for this matter, may they reconcile.
Well, I think that their smiling together was because they met, in a public domain, and if I were Oshomole, if somebody stabbed me, no matter how I do my politics, I will give that person a second chance to stab me. So, but like I said, they are grown-up men. They know themselves. We only see them on the screen. So when they leave the stage, you don't know what happens. So anything can happen in politics. So I think that anything that they want to do, they are free. They are grown-up men to do it. But if I am in his shoe, I think that I will not be interested in any of them, whether Philip Shaibu or Obaseki.
Yeah, so that is to say that Obaseki was right the other day when he showed Shaibu, in where they were, that place. We saw the video where they went for a meeting or they went for an event, and the governor of Edo State, shunned Shaibu, and he don't even allow him to come close to him. And eventually Shaibu left. So are you saying that action was quite correct considering what has already happened or what was happening between both of them?
Well, that is a behavioral pattern. I think, like I said, anything he does, he has reasons for doing it. So I don't think, I am in a position, or maybe I am, I have the wisdom to understand, why he behaved the way he behaved. So, but yeah, for people who watches them, people who follow them, but I don't follow them. Like I'm just hearing it now for the first time that he shone him. But if he eventually does that, I think he's a grown-up man, so he knows how to handle his situations.
Yeah, and Honorable Prince Martin Sadoh, I'm aware that you be supporter of Honorable Clem Ikanade Agba for the next election where they come. So I'm aware of it, and it shows. How prepared is he? How prepared is he to take the mantle of leadership in Edo State? I'm waiting to inform you to feel, say, yeah, this is the man I have to follow in this election or in this campaign or in this exercise, as the case may be.
Well, I think Clement Agba is a very, very, intelligent man, and he has worked very, well. He has done things that I've seen personally as an Edo EDG. Has worked for Comrade Adams Oshomole. When Oshomole came in 2008, so he, eventually inherited the states, that was almost collapsing from the then governor. So, and then he needed, people, he needed experts, he needed people who could help him. And that was how Obaseki came. Clement Agba was a chief role, he was asked to come and he came. So, and then when he came, he was given responsibility. I'm supporting him based on his antecedents, based on the things I have seen that he has done. And, first as Commissioner of Environment, you saw what he did in Benin. Benin was clean. flowers everywhere, runabout, street lights, and what have you, reforestation, planting of trees. These are programs that government in developed country they do, and and those programs yield positive results. So you saw how he worked, and even when he was redeployed to the Ministry of Land Survey and Housing, you saw what he did, and so his work as a commissioner, and even his work when he worked in corporate environment with multinational companies, becoming a manager in Kibro, managing up to 2,000 people, white people. So you should know that the man is grounded. So and then coming to when he was appointed as a minister, you could see as a minister of state, for budget and economic planning, you are very busy because you are almost at the policy cycle, from agenda setting, to policy formulation, to decision making, to policy implementation, and down to evaluation. This man was running up and down. Is it the investment he attracted to Nigeria, the foreign companies he brought, or the programs that he planned and then designed for Nigeria, which are still there, which are templates now that this government is going to use. So the man, he has all what it takes, and he brought transparency, to the Ministry of State and Economic Planning. So he brought accountability. He embarked on integrated agricultural development, and you can see bringing government down to the people. No minister in Nigeria has ever done that. And you see the roads he constructed. People were calling me from Kano. Telling me that I should help them thank the Minister of State. That he constructed roads in their villages everywhere. Power waters, irrigation systems, healthcare, and all what have you. And those are the things that are enshrined in the national plan for 2025. So that kind of a man, imagine that he handles those states, with all this, his intelligence, his capacity, he worked, day and night, never resting. So you can imagine if you allow him to be the governor of those states, how he's going to make Edo. Definitely he's going to make Edo small London. So it is on this note that I'm supporting him, not because he's from Edo North. No, there are other people from Edo North that have intimated me, talked to me. Even one of them, my brother. So, but I will look at what somebody have done before. What have you done? And yeah, Clem, has done so much, and he has all the plans for Nigeria. So, and these are the things that he's going to do when he becomes the governor of those states.
In your own opinion, you get the backing of somebody like Comrade Adam Saliu Oshomole?
Well, I don't think so, because I feel that Oshomole has a different view about who will be the governor. But notwithstanding, I don't think that he needs the support of any of those persons, because what he has done speaks volume. There are documents, there are things that he has planned, and for we the Edo diaspora, I've spoken to so many people who were on the same page to see that this young man performed excellently, as a minister, that we think we should give him a chance, to come and do something for us in Edo State. So whether he has the blessing of Adam Oshomole or not, I don't think that should be a yardstick, to his aspiration. And because of his antecedents, and how disciplined he is, and serious-minded person, somebody with capacity, and with all this experience, working with multinational companies. So I think we'll be fine to go.
Yeah, if eventually looking at how the situation they play now, considering the fact, say, Shaibu said get interest to take command. If you look at it, they're from the same geographical location, Edo North. How the Clemagba from the APC and for example Shaibu from PDP, how you feel say the matter will be? Who do you think will take the day, considering both of them? If you have to put them on a on a scale based on their performances.
Well, Clementagba, is not comparable to Philip Shaibu. They are not in the same level, and they are two different persons. The one is a technocrat and a seasoned politician, which is Clem, and the other one is just somebody who talks anyhow, who like to use gragra. And so, of course, Edo people are not stupid. Even Afema people are not stupid. I mean, we are respected people. We are people who we think before we do anything. So I would be happy to have somebody like Philip Shaibu to contest against Clementagba, because for me it's going to be a picnic, like you taking your family and a box of coke and chicken to the beach and eat, and then we just walk around and say, okay, goodbye, goodbye. I don't think Philip Shaibu has what it takes to match Clementagba.
Yeah, okay. Some time ago, Honorable Clemagba go about Palace, and our revered father asked us some threatening questions about human capital support and infrastructural development when he be minister. Considering the fact, say, na even say thank you to Baba because of say he get hand for the thing what they bring out for what they bring out composition. So, but that thing can carry, can raise dust where. For your own point, sure say that one, for his scorecard, it's something you will reduce on.
No, it will not. In fact,